When I tell you she snatched my wig with this series, that woman, she scalped me with this series, because how dare you? How dare you, Miss Sarah Janet Maas? How dare you? Lead me to believe that this series was gonna be whack and then like hit me over the head the way you did. Girl, count your days. Count your days, Miss Sarah Janet. Back again with another video. If you see me in this shirt, in this whole getup more than once, no you didn't. Bookmas is no joke, okay? Getting a video out every single day for 12 days, let alone 24, with a 9 to 5 and other hobbies, not for the weak. It's no joke, okay? So if you see me wearing the same thing in multiple Bookmas videos, no you didn't, okay? Okay. It's currently November, but it's probably a few days into December by the time you see this. Is probably like a week or so into December by the time you see this video, and this is me just giving you sort of a projection for what I plan to be reading. I'm not planning on reading a lot. I'm just planning on reading some stuff that I've really been wanting to read all year and just trying to crunch it all in by the end. And it's only 3 books. But when I say I'm trying to crunch it all in by the end of the year, let me show you what I mean. These are big books. All of these books, I believe, are over 600 pages. And I want to get them read by the end of December. So by the time you're seeing this, I might be finished at least one of them and on to another one of them. Or maybe I'm reading them all concurrently. That's an option too. That's a totally viable option as well. So let me show you the books that I want to read this month. Number 1, we love Fyodor Dostoevsky in this house. By we, I mean me. I love Fyodor Dostoevsky. I am a Fyodor Dostoevsky lover. I love his wacky, really raw, gritty writing style. Just, there's something about it that just calls out to me. Maybe because I feel like this is how my brain works, is how Fyodor Dostoevsky writes. So maybe that's why I have such an affinity for his writing. I've only read one of his major works, and that's The Idiot. I have several videos about that piece of literature on my channel. You should check them out. And don't come at me for not finishing the Idiot series. Okay. Like, not me dissing myself, but like, I've been off maybe a little bit more than I can chew. But I've been wanting to read Crime and Punishment for a while. I've read a few of Fyodor Dostoevsky's short stories. I've read Notes from Underground this year. I also read The Meek One by him, and then I read White Nights by him. So I'm pretty familiar, plus reading The Idiot, so I'm pretty familiar with his writing style. And so I think that is enough for me to jump into Crime and Punishment. And the reason why I want to do Crime and Punishment over the Brothers Karamazov is because I believe that the Brothers Karamazov is like his magnum opus, so like the very creme de la creme of Dostoevsky. So I want to save that for some later date. Believe me, when the feeling takes hold of me, it will take hold and it won't let go. So I'm just kind of going with the flow with the order in which I read Dostoevsky. I'm trying to work my way up as easily as I possibly can, and because I really do want to enjoy the Brothers Karamazov, and I think in order to enjoy Dostoevsky, you have to get used to his writing style, or that's the experience that I've had. So yes, Crime and Punishment is a big contender for this month. I am going to get into it. Like I said, it's still November, and I plan on starting it today since I'm done with everything I was going to read in November. I'm going to cheat a little bit and give myself a head start with Crime and Punishment because I do want to read so many big books this month. So next we have the last two books on here are installments in series. We have the last installment of a series, and then we have the second installment of a series that I think I will love. First of all, if you had told Kristen from the past, 4 years from the past, that present Kristen loves fantasy, she would have been like, shut your freaking mouth, because there's no way. But I absolutely do, and that's why I'm so excited to read A Clash of Kings in December. I'm probably reading it right now. Who knows? Maybe I'm reading it as you're watching this. I'm probably reading it. I loved Game of Thrones. George R.R. Martin's writing style. I think he does fantasy really, really well. It's very gritty. Just very straightforward, blunt, and at the same time beautiful and lyrical at some times. So I want to get into this. I do want to get deeper into the A Song of Fire and Ice series, just because I feel like it's got to be done. You know, it has to be done. I don't have nearly as much to say about this as I did about Crime and Punishment, but make no mistakes, I am equally as excited to get into this as I am to get into Crime and Punishment and to get into this next book, going to be Kingdom of Ash by Miss Sarah Janet Maas. When I tell you she snatched my wig with this series, that woman, she scalped me with this series, because how dare you, Miss Sarah Janet Maas, how dare you lead me to believe that this series was gonna be whack and then like hit me over the head the way you did. Girl, count your days, Miss Sarah Janet, because this series really went from being subpar, in my opinion, to being like some of the best fantasy I've ever read, the most engaging, gripping, hard-hitting, because she made me sob in multiple of these books. Count your days. At work, mind you. I sobbed at work. Sarah Janet Maas, count your mother freaking days. Because I had to get up from my desk to go outside in my car and sob. That was so bad. She had me so down bad. When Taylor Swift said, I'm down bad crying at the gym, when she said down bad waking up in blood, I might just not get up, I might stay down bad. Girl, that's how I felt reading like the last like 3 books and before this one in the Throne of Glass series. Like, girl, because if Sarah Janet can't do anything, that woman knows how to build up a story and really rev up a story to the ending, with an ending that is so powerful and that is so affecting, that's so visceral, that it has you wanting to rate the whole book a 5-star, even though you know the whole book wasn't 5 stars, just the ending was. These books though, wow. So I'm so excited, and I'm like dying to get into Kingdom of Ash, and that's why I'm thinking I'm probably going to be reading these books concurrently, because I'm just so excited. I'm equally excited, if you can't tell by what I'm giving in this video. Like, I'm excited to read all 3 of these books, and I want to dedicate as much time and effort as I can to reading them. I want to give my last few books for the year as much of myself as I possibly can. So I'm super excited for these 3 books. There may be more, and some honorable mentions for books that I do probably want to read before the end of the year, just to get them off my TBR. Pride and Prejudice by Miss Jane Austen, and Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. I really want to read these two. It's really just a thing of having the time to, especially with reading these big books that I'm super excited about. Probably again, there will be some concurrent reading of and some overlap of all of these books just so that I can get them done. But however things work out this month, I'm pretty sure my wrap up is going to be quite small, just like it was this month in the month of November. And I'm not ashamed of that because I really want to put a focus on enjoying the things that I read and slowing down. Just like I said at the beginning of the year, there's something to be said about slowing down and enjoying the journey that a book can take you on and really just taking in the world. I'm someone that marathons books a lot just because I have a busy life. I work 9 to 5. I have other hobbies, things that I'm interested in. And on the weekends, a lot of times I just don't want to dedicate so much of my time to reading for multiple reasons. But so I end up doing a lot of marathoning, but I do think there's something very beautiful about just enjoying a book, slowly savoring what it has to offer, and really getting all you can out of your first read on a book. So I'm not upset about having these last few months of the year just being much slower and much lower in sheer volume, but kind of higher in page count, if you will, and higher in quality of what I'm reading. Because what I recognize is that when I slow down, I really enjoy what I'm reading so much more. And I'm putting away things that I don't really enjoy in exchange for things that I really do deeply enjoy. And that's what I've been experiencing lately, is that the books, all the books pretty much that I've been reading have been books that just resonate with me for different reasons, and they've been rated very high. So I'm really happy about this last quarter of the year because it's been a really strong quarter. So I'm just excited about these books, and I kind of wanted to get on and rant about them. Like I said, when you are watching this, I'm probably in the middle of all like 5 of these books at once. Pray for me and my brain and my sanity, please, please, please. And thank you. It's very much appreciated. Your thoughts, your positive vibes are very, very, very much appreciated. Let me tell you, because I'm probably going to be running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Okay? So that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good evening. Most importantly, I hope you read a good book. And I also hope you have as good of a reading month for the last stretch. We're in the home stretch of 2024. I hope you have as amazing as a reading month as I hope to have for myself. So I'll see you when I see you. Bye.